Hey everybody, this here is how we raise our pigs out in pasture / woods. We've got 6 Idaho Pasture Pigs this year. That is down from our numbers in the past. We wanted to consolidate just a little bit, but let me show you some of how we do this. So, as you can see, got the Idaho Pasture Pigs out here. We're giving them feed twice a day. They're eating non-GMO feed. We've got the Premier 1 pig netting. We have in total, these are 100 footers. We've got 5 of these, and you'll see, well, you can see kind of up there, see that walnut tree there? The last paddock we were at was 2 of those fences combined, so 200 feet worth of fencing. And then we just made an opening over here that connected to it and led them from that paddock right over into here. And then vice versa, we'll just kind of keep doing the same thing going down the hill. We go further into the wood. This is right on the corner. This is the very top closest corner to our house. From here, it all goes significantly downhill. Does not show that slope at all on video, not like it is in real life. It's quite a steep slope. And we will continue going back into the woods. They will end up at the end of the year back along that further tree line. They've got all the shade that they could possibly want. Let me see, let me kick outside of the fence. Got the fence turned off here for a minute. One thing that we've always had to do with pigs is always make sure to check your fence periodically. You see, there's a spot right down there I'm kind of curious about. I think they're okay. Yeah, it's close, but the fence isn't touching the ground. The pigs are known to push debris up onto the line. And then, like right over here, we got a low spot. There's kind of a shallow ditch that kind of runs through there all the way down the hill. So we always have to put some rocks and things along there. But this is the pigs' habitat for basically their entirety while they're here on our property. For us, we like doing just feeder pigs to processing weight. We get them up somewhere around 230, 240 pounds, something like that. Get them to the processor. Fantastic meat, fantastic pork. We raise them out here and give them, basically what we're trying to do is give them the best life we possibly can. For any of you that have watched our videos in the past on any of our animals, that's really it's kind of our driving force, if you will. Sorry, we got some gnats and mosquitoes and things flying around. But we always want to try to take care of the animal as best as possible. Essentially give it the best life possible. And then one bad day. Forget which YouTuber that is. That I heard the one bad day phrase. Can't quite remember. But I'm not the one who thought of that. Somebody else did. Give them a great life and one bad day. But they get a lot of different stuff out here in the woods. We've got a mixture of hickory, some oaks, some cherries, cedar, and quite a bit of walnut. But it all varies from there. They also will eat some of the vegetation low on the ground. They don't eat the like the brush like say a goat or sheep do. Not to that extent, but they will knock it down quite a bit, and they will eat on it. Like, for instance, see the bushes here, you know, they're not eating on that, but they have cleared this ground quite a bit. Like, when you look at that, that's less material to have to go through if you had to walk through it versus this. And that's what it was before we put the fence here and moved them in. They do a really good job of kind of clearing out the land. If we wanted to later, we could move the sheep and goats right in here following behind them, and that would probably make for some very happy sheep and goats. Actually, I catch myself, I say probably. We have done that before, just not this year. And the goats and sheep do love that. They come back behind and they'll eat all this stuff. Now we can't leave the sheep and goats in that paddock for as long as we would if they were out like in the hayfield, because they don't have all the grasses to eat. But they will come in here and devour all this stuff. If you really want it thinned out, they do an excellent job. But that's kind of some of the way we do it. We take 2 fences, sometimes 3. We've done 3 fences combined at a time before. We are not using the automatic feeder this year. The automatic feeder was, I've mentioned in other videos, was good and bad. I really liked it because we didn't have to worry about dragging feed out here every day. A little bit of sun glare, sorry about that. But they wasted more of it. And also, not that I ever want the pigs to get out, but when they did get out and they were on that automatic feeder, they wouldn't respond to us carrying a bucket. They would basically just say, we're already full, let's just go see what ground we can tear up. Which, it always seemed to happen around midnight at night, and that's a horrible thing to be doing when you're wanting to go to bed, is chasing pigs around your farm. So we're hand feeding them, but we're doing it twice a day. We're doing it about 12 hours apart. And so far the pigs have been handling that just fine. Maybe there might be times or situations where we pull the automatic feeder out of the barn and use it. But, we'll kind of play that by ear, so to speak. We also, now the only thing I will use automatic, absolutely without a doubt, is the water. The water with the brass bulkhead, those there, and the metal tips, not the plastic. Don't buy the plastic, not for pigs. Ask me how I know. They'll rip it up. You'll have to just spend more money on it. Buy the heavier duty brass bulkheads and you'll be good. Every now and then they'll get clogged with some debris in there and won't close the valve all the way, but it's pretty easy to take those apart, clean them out, and put it right back. It works just fine. From here, we're able to fill this from the greenhouse, from the water there to here pretty easily. Once we start moving on down in the hill and on back further, this all goes kind of back diagonal, getting as far away from the house as possible. We start using that tank, that IBC tote out there. We'll fill it from the hoop house, pump water into there, and then we'll switch our garden hoses and we'll set them up to have a gravity feed water system once this barrel is, once they're out in the middle of the woods. It works really well. It's a pretty good system. Plus, last year we had 13 hogs. They went through a whole lot more water. This year, going to 6. They're not consuming near as much as that group did last year. So, that's kind of our pig setup. We don't do sows. I don't want any boars here. Not that I'm, maybe one day I might change my mind on that, but right now I prefer just to have the feeder pigs, raise them out, process them, and then in the winter we're not dealing with piglets in the cold weather. So let me know what you think of the setup. This is our 3rd year doing this, and we've had a lot of good luck with it. It's worked really well. Even things like loading up pigs in the trailer has not been really an issue at all. To like haul them off the property. It's gone really pretty well. So the pigs are around us so much. They're around us so much that they don't mind us walking around them. I can pet on them, and they don't really care. They might run from me initially, but then they calm down. They come right back. So they're not quite puppy dog level, but they are pretty calm with us. But anyway, if you've liked this, if this helps you at all, give it a like, share, subscribe, and I love the comments. Love to hear from you.